Hi there, and welcome to the Everyday Entrepreneur Podcast, where I, Kaitlin Fritz, help you reach your entrepreneurial potential. Together, we can build your dream social impact business so that you can leave a legacy beyond your 9-to-5. Hello, and welcome to this episode of Everyday Entrepreneurship. My name is Kaitlin Fritz, and I am your host. I am an award-winning entrepreneur, enterprise educator, and business coach who supported over 650 incredible founders to build, grow, and scale their impact-led businesses. And I am so thrilled to have you here as we are closing out the month of November, which is crazy. I can't believe we are this close to the new year. And today I want to discuss something that I brought up in last week's episode, and it is building your tech stack as an entrepreneur. Bear with me. I'm not going to be getting super codey or super techy, but what I want to do is share with you some really important tools you need to have as an entrepreneur to make your life and your business run so much smoother. So how I'm going to break up today's episode is by sharing with you, 1, the need to haves in your tech stack, and 2, the nice to haves. So if you are just starting out, take a look at the need to haves and get started there. And maybe if you are growing or looking at implementing some more cool and useful tech tools, check out the nice to haves. So when I'm talking about a tech stack, I mean the technical tools that will allow you to run your business. So these are things most often, especially when we work a corporate job or in a workplace environment, we take for granted. You know, the auto scheduling, the databases, all of those things, you kind of need to build from scratch when it is your own business. So let's start with the tech tools you need to have in your tech stack. Number 1 is email and email management. Yes, you absolutely need a business email address so that people can reach out to you, you can do some cold outreach, and it is your one source of contact for any leads. But beyond just having an email address, which I love my Gmail because I'm a Google girl, email management is also really critical. So email marketing is not dead. I will tell you that without a doubt. Most of your clients, customers will follow you on an email list, a newsletter to get updates on your product, your service, your sales, your offerings. And they have the highest conversion rate usually compared to Facebook ads or any of those other things. So you want to have an email management tool where you can create these newsletters and these updates frequently. So think of things like MailChimp, Flowdesk, Beehive, Substack, depending on your needs. And once again, a lot of these tools have free trials, which I linked in my free ebook, How to Build Your Business with No Money. But having this email management tool and having a business email would be my first point of call. Then you're going to want your website and hosting. This is where a lot of founders and business owners think they need to splash out a ton of money. They think they need a professional done website from the gate, and I'm telling you that is not the case. You do need an online presence. You need to be Googleable. So you can get a domain name. I think I got mine from Namecheap for like £8 for the year. So you can get it quite reasonably. And choose a website that works with you. You can have a one-page landing page from somewhere like Card or even MailChimp, or there are simple kind of template-based website builders such as Squarespace that I have used in the past to build maybe a 2, 3, 4-page website. Having an online presence is critical. And then when people do come to your online store or website, they will be able to enter their email addresses into your email management tool. So then we are starting this flow of inbound leads. Beyond the website and hosting, I highly recommend thinking about your payment processing tool. As a business owner, you want to get paid. Everybody wants that money. And yes, you can invoice, you can do bank transfer, etc. But it's quite easy to set up a payment processing such as PayPal or Stripe that will allow individuals to put in their credit card information and send you that money right away. And you have the security of knowing it is a payment processing platform. So I personally use Stripe. I've always liked them. They're quite simple. But once again, there are tons out there. Another one of your need to haves is social media management. If you're like me and you don't want to spend 400 hours a week trying to figure out what to post, when to post, captions to post, etc., have a social media management tool. So I use Pally, which allows me to basically come up with my content, schedule it for weeks in advance, and then I can set it and forget it. It is like the crock pot of your social media. And then when things are timely or I want to do an improv reel story, I can do them without having the pressure of feeling like, oh, I need to post X times a day. And a lot of the social media management tools, you can get started for free. So play around. There's other ones like Buffer, Hootsuite, Later. Trust me, there's a lot out there now. And see what works best for you and your cadence. So thus far on our need to have list, we have email and email management, website and hosting, payment processing, and social media management. I would say those are your bread and butter. If you are working in a service-based business or you are a consultant, educator, online business owner, I think the next two are also need to haves. And the first one is a booking/calendar organization. If you're like me, I hate creating emails back and forth, trying to figure out a time that works with someone. So with my coaching clients, with people interested in jumping into an intro call, I have a Calendly link where individuals can book a half-hour call and we can get started in deep diving in their business. And it allows me to know for my own work style to have certain times blocked off every week. And it allows my clients or potential clients to really see a time and date that works for them. So I use Calendly, but there's other tools out there for calendar organization. Now, in regards to if you are having face-to-face, virtual face-to-face conversations with your clients, you will also need to have a video platform. If you have a Gmail, you can use Google Meet. You can use Zoom. You do not need premium if you do not need it. But having a reliable and consistent video communication platform is a need to have if you are in this service-based or online business space. And last but not least, this one's going to sound a little scary, but I don't mean it to. Having a CRM. Dun, dun, dun. I know. I'm not trying to get super techie. Your CRM, your client relationship management can be as simple as a Google Sheet. We do not need to go into crazy HubSpot, etc. But you need to start tracking your leads and your clients somewhere. When I got started, I used a Google Sheet with name, contact detail, what they were reaching out about, when to follow up, and if that lead converted. It is, a little manual from a Google Sheet, but it allowed me to control and understand where my clients were at in their user journey. So, some additional need to haves if you are in the service-based consulting or online business space would be a booking or calendar system, an online video conferencing app, and a CRM. So now you're probably like, okay, you've already made a pretty long shopping list. How are we going to have more for the nice to haves? And I'm only just going to include a few. So it is really, really, really nice to have content creation tools, especially if you do not have money or time to work with a social media manager, a video editor, all of those things. With technology nowadays, you can make amazing YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, LinkedIn images, ebooks, etc. with tools like Canva. Canva is probably one of the best investments I make every single year, and I will always pay for Canva because it allows me to have, top quality professional work without having to pay a graphic designer or a branding expert. Another really great content creation tool is InShot if you are doing short form videos. I heard this from my friend LaShonda Brown, which everybody should go follow her. And it allows you to create Instagram reels, TikToks, or YouTube shorts really easily. So you can put your text, your image, they have templates. I am not the most savvy when it comes to reels. So this is my go-to, this is my jam. And those are just a few content creation tools that will allow you to amplify your messaging through some amazing visual or audio-visual content. Another amazing nice to have would be a lead magnet generation tool. That's a mouthful, but what I want to say is a tool that allows you to create quick landing pages for some of your products, your offerings that allow users to jump on your email list or convert into paying clients. So some of these include MailChimp, ConvertKit, or even just implementing a simple pop-up on your website for individuals to book a one-on-one call with you. It allows potential clients and users to get involved with you in a very seamless way. The second to last, nice to have tool would be project management tools. You do not need to be a Scrum Master to have some basic project management. Project management tools really allow you to see all of your current work streams, projects, different commitments in a clear way. I love project management tools because I like to know when my deadlines are. And I have digital project management tools like Trello, once again, free, that I outline and create dashboards for my ongoing work. And I'm also super old school. So a lot of times I will put those dates in Trello and also put those dates in my physical pen and paper planner. So project management tools, those can be online or offline, but it really allows you to stay on track. So in the nice to haves, we've had content creation tools, lead magnet generation, project management tools, and now last but not least, this one I didn't come across until recently, but it has changed the game. Password management tools. So as your business grows, as you are dealing with more of your client data, etc., you are going to want to keep your business assets safe. And one way to do that is through a password manager. And I learned as of yesterday, saving all your passwords on Google is actually not the right thing to do, because if there is any malicious actors out there, they can download it in a text file. Crazy. So password managers create really strong individual passwords for each of these tools we're talking about. So you might have one password for MailChimp, and then you might have a different password for your Squarespace. And they're all held in one place like Dashlane. And I have been guilty of using the same password across platforms. Yeah, not proud of it. But recognizing that we live in 2023, there are sadly some malicious actors out there. Keeping all of your records and your data safe is even more important. So I use something called Dashlane, and it will house all my different passwords that are, very encrypted. And it takes some of that mental energy off of trying to remember my passwords, trying to find where I wrote them down, or if they're on Google. So the nice to have final list is content creation tools, lead magnet generation, project management tools, and password managers. A lot of what I've talked about today is in my Build Your Business for Zero Money ebook, which I will link down in the show notes, because there are so many incredible tools that you can use via free trial, freemium, or at a low cost that will really level up your business. So I hope this was not as scary as we started when I talked about a tech stack, but surrounding yourself and implementing good technology in your business, I'm telling you, will make your processes so much smoother. So if you've enjoyed this episode or any of the previous ones, drop me a review, leave me a review on wherever you listen to podcasts, and share an episode with a friend. I'm always looking to expand the reach of everyday entrepreneurship, because I believe there are so many incredible everyday entrepreneurs out there. Until next time, this is Kaitlin, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Everyday Entrepreneurship. To stay tuned and most up to date, subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. You can follow me, Kaitlin Fritz, on Instagram. And if you have any questions about building your business with impact, drop me an email with the link in the show notes. This podcast is produced by the great people at the Podcast Boutique. I look forward to catching up with you next week. See you then.